Yeah, welcome you back to today's class. In today's class, we'll be looking at the topic, a very simple topic for that matter. It is called L.C.M and H.C.F, right? In today's topic, we're going to look at the meaning of L.C.M and the meaning of H.C.F, and we'll be able to solve problems involving L.C.M and H.C.F. So L.C.M stands for lowest common multiple, while H.C.F stands for highest common factors. Now, before we go into this topic properly, we need to establish the meaning of multiples, and we also need to differentiate it from the meaning of factors. All right? Multiples, what comes to your mind when you hear multiples? Like when you're reciting your multiplication table. So, for example, if I want to say, multiples of 12, right? Multiples of 12. So if I ask you to mention multiples of 12, then I'm asking you to probably recite the multiplication table of 12. So you start by saying 12. 12 times 1 is 12. 12 times 2 is 24. So the next one is 24. 12 times 3 is 36, like that. All right. So those are the multiples of 12. Now, when we talk about factors of 12, all right, I'm trying to differentiate now the difference between factors and multiples. Factors of 12, we're looking at those numbers that can divide 12 without a remainder. Those numbers that can divide 12 without a remainder. But one of them is 2, right? Another one, the next one is 3. The next one is 4. The next one is 6. And 12 itself. So all of these are factors of 12. Now, one thing you need to know the major difference between factors and multiples. Multiples are endless. You can't count them everything. You can't exhaust all the multiples of 12. It's to infinity, all right? But factors, they are limited. So you can stop at 12 for multiples of 12. For factors of 12. But for multiples of 12, is endless. So now when we talk about multiples, these are what we're looking at. And when we talk about factors, we're looking at those numbers that can divide 12. I hope I'm not too fast.